In this video, I'm gonna kind of walk you through the process of how to handle a really just a basic wash on a dirty vehicle, and more so giving you the perspective of what do you do when you're just starting off with maybe you don't have access to water. I'm gonna use a water hose, but let's say you don't and you're just starting off and you're wondering what do you do, how do you do it, do you have to use a pressure washer, do you have to use a water hose. I'm just kind of taking you through the process of just my experience of things that I've been through when it comes to washing a vehicle and not having everything that you absolutely need. And funny enough, real quick, is that you see those towels right there. We went to the morning job. It was just an interior cleaning. It was just purely the seats. That was good on this part because we actually forgot all the, like these. If you could zoom in here, those towels right there. Completely forgot them when we left. We literally had like 4 towels, and that was enough towels to get the first to get the seats done. But it was just one of those things where there was 2 people. We have a binder in the back of the vehicle that has checklists of everything, and we completely forgot. We didn't go through the checklist. We forgot the towels, and when we got there, we were like, dude, we don't have towels. So that was a little funny one. So this is actually my vehicle. I got stuck in in a patch of dirt or something. So there's a lot of dirt, dry dirt and dirt all around my vehicle. So that's what we'll be going over in this video. And the big question I'm gonna get is, well, what tools and products are you using? Just check the description box down below. There'll be plenty of Amazon links to the products that I use on a daily basis, specifically in this video as well. So just check down below. Okay, and here it is. Sorry for those weird birds or whatever. But yeah, so I did get stuck in some in a patch of dirt, so I had to just kind of rev it and try to get out of there as best as I could. Got the job done, but took a little casualties here. Yes, these are just Sealy's. Honestly, the reason why I haven't put the hub casts back on is purely due to the fact that I just want to get the point across of like, guys, if you want to start off with your personal vehicle with a truck that's not the most lavish looking thing, like if it's kind of beat up, dude, just start. It doesn't matter. That's primarily why I'm just still driving with Steely's, because it's like, dude, it doesn't matter. Just go out there and get it done. Like, so whatever vehicle you're using, personal, a little sedan, coupe, dude, just go out there and get it done. Like the appearance, yes, it has some parts, but dude, just go out there and do it. So that's why I literally still have Steely's on, just to show like, guys, just go get the job done. Don't worry about these other smaller things. But yeah, so there's a little bit of stuck under here, and this is across, of course, all the vehicle. Not really the back side, but here, as you can see that. And I wasn't really stuck in pure dirt, which is why I was able to get out. This is a front wheel drive, so you can tell obviously it's not the best thing for getting out of sticky areas. So I was kind of I was in a good spot to not get stuck, but I still had to go through the hassle of trying to get out of a tight spot. So that you can see all this. This is a dry on dirt, and then someone kind of flung. But that's no problem because it's just a windshield, so you can just, dang, it's stuck on there. See? So that you don't really want to mess with it. Like, of course, it's not gonna peel off the paint, but like you can tell, it is on there. So some of it is really, really dry. This is gonna come off, I can tell. Oh, I'm wrong. So let's go through the process. So my approach to learning things and figuring things out is I would always much rather prefer someone start off with the most basic essential items, right? So obviously when you're gonna go into business, like, yeah, if you have everything that you need, that's good to have, right? If you have the pressure washer and all the tools and products and brushes and towels, that's good to have. But that kind of limits you in terms of how creative you can get to solve a specific problem. So me, like, most of us aren't gonna start off with everything that we need, right? We're not gonna have the 50 gallon water tank. We're not gonna have the pressure washer. We're not gonna have the water pump. We're not gonna have the van. We're not gonna have the 100-foot hose, the 100-foot. We're not gonna have that. So there's gonna be a lot of times where you think you're gonna go into one thing, you get there and it's like, man, and you're just gonna have you're gonna have to rethink everything because you're just like under-equipped or under-skilled at that time to get it done. So I prefer someone to start off with almost nothing, run into a lot of challenges, and have to think more creatively, like, how do I get this done, get the results with what I have. That's you'll be in my opinion, I'd rather take someone like that than someone that literally has every single tool from the very get-go, because just you're able to get more experience and more knowledge and wisdom when you have such little things to start off with to figure out the problem instead of having everything that you need. Because if you have everything you need, there's not much creativity there. It's just, okay, there's a problem, I'll go get it, I take care of it. When you don't have everything, you just think a little bit different. You're able to see things in a different perspective, which I think is a huge advantage to someone that has everything from the very beginning. That's why when it comes to tools and products, I'd rather you, like for the interior, I'd rather you just start with the brushes, towels, and APC, and not have the extractor or the steamer or the tornado or air compressor, because you'll be able to see, you'll have a different perspective on how to approach things. And then when you do bring on those new tools and products that you're using, you know exactly where to put them to save time, as opposed to starting with all that. You have this huge arsenal of tools and products, and you're like, okay, I have everything, so I'm gonna use everything everywhere. So a big question is always, okay, well, you know, what if you go into a car like this and you need a pressure washer and you don't have one? What do you do? Okay, so I'm not saying this is gonna work every single time, but this is just like, again, just thinking outside the box. Like, look, this is literally just a spray bottle with water, right? Look, oh ho ho, so crazy, right? Look, is this ideal? Absolutely not. Is this something that you should resort to every single time? Of course not. But if you're just starting off, for those that are just starting off, hopefully you guys can see it, and there's water on my, no bueno. But to those that are just starting off, and trust me, I was in that same situation where, like, you don't have everything, so it's like, do you just not do it? You look, is this ideal? Does this look professional? Absolutely not. But when you're just starting off, if this is the solution you have to come down to, because you, for whatever reason, for whatever circumstance, you can't get everything, that's fine. We all start somewhere. Don't think just because you see someone on YouTube working on a Ferrari saying you're not supposed to do X thing, that you're like, now, you know, you're prohibiting yourself from taking any action. Like, look, how annoying would this be to do this every single time, right? Not ideal at all. And I have a water hose here, but I'm just saying, like, okay, could this be some way that you do it? Like, if it came down to it, like, if you really need to take care of something, like, could you do something like this, right? Could you buy a pump sprayer maybe and do the same thing? Like, this is taking off mostly everything. Now, is my hand getting tired? Absolutely. It is already getting fatigued with just this spraying right here. So then let's use an actual pump sprayer and see if that does anything better. Now, am I saying you should do this? No. Like, could you, again, this is just like, think outside the box a little bit. Like, if you're in this kind of situation, you don't have pressure washer, you're just starting off, like, could you take it to a local self-service just to blow it off and service the vehicle right there? Like, I'm just trying to, right here at this exact moment, like, I just want to, like, let you guys know, like, dude, it's not always gonna be perfect. Like, you're not gonna start off with the most ideal situation. Like, if that was the case, a lot more people would be successful in life if they had everything they needed to get something done. Some people will have everything and still not be successful, so it doesn't really matter. Like, that's the point I'm trying to get across right now. I have a water hose, I have a pressure washer. I'm not gonna use it though. I'm gonna just use a water hose, but just trying to get the point across. So the camera actually isn't too far from me, so I'm not gonna, like, spray much this way because I don't want it to hit the camera. But I am just gonna use a water hose. Of course, if you had a pressure washer, this would be absolutely no problem. Even if it's like a little measly electric pressure washer, this would be no problem whatsoever. But the water hose will knock off most, let me get it down, most of the dirt here. Hopefully the water doesn't hit the camera. And from first inspection, there's still a lot. Oh, protect the camera. Alright, so most of the dirt is out. Now that'll be handled with, like, you know, actual agitation with a brush and APC, so that's not big of a problem. But you can see that just from the water hose, it took most of it off. We're still gonna scrub this down thoroughly. Still gonna scrub out the fender, but just with the water hose, it took, I'd say, at least 60%, 70% of all the dirt off. So now let's see, just start spraying this. So that would probably come off with a pressure washer right here. Hopefully you can pick it up on camera. But I'm not gonna use a pressure washer. This is APC. What if we just try, can you see this? What if we just try kind of letting it work in there a little bit? Spraying this area here. Maybe even spraying some more over here, see if this helps anything. And hopefully you guys can still see on camera. And there, it took it all off. Hopefully you guys are able to capture all this. And that took off most of the heavy dirt. There's still a big layer of just regular filth just from driving, not the actual dirt that accumulated from when I got stuck. But most of it's coming off. Alright, so beforehand now, let me just kind of spray some APC onto this area. Let's see if that helps anything. Probably not, because that's not really enough APC that I'm spraying. And let's see how it looks. Again, just big chunks still in there, but those can be knocked off easily with agitation. So far, is it the most ideal to just use a spray bottle or a pump sprayer? No, but again, it's one of those, what situation are you in? If you don't have it, it's gonna come down to you have to figure it out on your own. That's it. Like, as much videos as you can see, as much as you can read up on forums or just on the internet in general, like, it comes down to you figuring it out on your own on how to come up with a solution. If you're just gonna crumble and cry and like complain and say I can't do it, well, that's on you. Someone else is gonna figure it out and is able to do it and will continue to progress. Eventually come to the point where they can get everything, and then everything is easier for them because they know the process between not having anything and starting with the essentials and figuring it out to the point where, like, okay, they have everything and everything's a breeze now because they're able to, one, creatively think of a solution, and two, they have everything to tackle the problem, so it makes it easier for them as well. Okay, so this is Super Clean W1001. As always, links for the products will be down below. I'm just gonna start off with the inner fender wells. And what's funny is that, like, I'm spraying the APC straight onto the dirt and it's knocking them off. Maybe because it's more specific pressure. But it's literally taking most of them off now. I'm assuming it's the pressure part. But anyways, let's continue. Let's not use the... So I think this is Tough Shine tire brush. I also use it, yeah, Tough Shine tire brush. But in this scenario, because there's so much dirt, we're just gonna knock all that off. So we just work it in there. I'm gonna rip off the tire brush. And that got... I'm not rinsing it too hard right here because I don't want the water to go over here. So if I didn't have the camera, I'd go full blast, but I'm trying to maintain the water just staying to where I want to shoot it at. So this process would go a little bit faster if the camera wasn't literally a foot away from me. All right. That knocked off most of it. I'll show you in a bit, but let me just go ahead and get these tires scrubbed down. Tire brush. This is by far one of my favorite brush for the tires. Rinse off the tire brush. Rinse off the tire itself. And this is the immediate after. Okay, it still got to dry, so it might still be like a light layer of dirt in there because it still has to dry. Oh, there's a piece right there. But as you can tell, like that's knocked off all the dirt. All the dirt's gonna be off from the tires. So now just about letting it dry, and then maybe going back in there with just a towel and wiping the last remains off, if there's even anything there. Again, inspect, clean, inspect, clean. Okay, so now I already cleaned the wheels and tires. I rinsed off the vehicle. I don't record that because the camera needed to cool off because it's too hot now. But I just rinsed it out with the hose. So now it's at this point the car just say moderately dirty vehicle. There's no caked on dirt. There's no caked on dirt, or there's no caked on dirt because that's all there was in there. There's no caked on dirt on there. So now it's just as simple as just doing a basic wash now. Now here I'm usually when I'm at home I do use a traditional Meguiar's Gold Class wash, I believe. That's the one for whatever reason. I mean, again, it's locally. I don't have to order online. Whenever I need it, I just drive literally like 5 minutes out to my local auto parts store to pick it up. So that's the choice of soap, of car wash soap that I use. More so, it's just locally down the street for me. That's why I choose it. I don't have to wait. I don't have to keep an eye on it, check on inventory, order it, wait 2 days or whatever. So that's why I use that. So now just a basic wash. Right, and then one last thing before I get started is that, look, to me, I maybe wash my vehicle once or twice per month. Look, that's all I wash it. Why? Because in your business, right, when you're trying to grow a business, trying to get customers, marketing, when you're trying to make a better life for yourself, when you need to be able to see growth and get more revenue every week, your primary concern isn't going to be to wash your vehicle. Like, that is not going to be something that's going to move the needle forward. So I wash it maybe once or twice per month. Like, would it be nice if I could wash it more? Yes, but that's definitely like not on the importance. That's not high up there on the totem pole of importance. So in your business, out of everything that you can be doing, creating processes, SOPs, invoicing, researching, or not researching, but implementing marketing and advertising, making phone calls, replying to customers, like, out of all that, your car and washing it is not going to be high up there. And let me just get in here for another thought, is that a lot of you are gonna say something like, oh, well, he doesn't care about his customers, he doesn't care about his skills, he's just half-assing his job, yada yada yada. One, untrue, right? What my priorities in my business with my car is completely different than what those are of a customer. And two is that when it comes to detailers, right, and you go to like the Mobile Expo or like SEMA or whatever, and people have like buff offs and like they're so knowledgeable on the tools and products and chemistry, right? Like everything about the technical technician side of things, of how it works, why it works, how to make it better. Complete professionals know all the knowledge. If I go up to anyone, or if we're in a room full of detailers and I ask everyone, hey guys, how do you increase traffic to 1,000 visitors per month to your homepage, right? Who's gonna give you an answer to that? Mostly everyone is not gonna have an answer, right? How do you say, hey, we're trying to hit 10,000 unique visitors this month, how do we achieve that goal? Who's gonna have the answer? Everyone's gonna be what? No one's really gonna know an answer to that, right? How do we get traffic to our website? How do we get more leads to our business? How do we convert more of those leads to sales, right? How do we increase our conversion rate between customer to maintenance upsells, right? Who's answering? Who's asking those questions, and who has the answers to those questions, right? That's the part that really is like so left out of detailing. It's like, okay, you're so focused on the detailing technician part of things, but now let's talk business. Let's talk about actually generating revenue. Let's talk about actually creating processes. Let's talk about hiring. Let's talk about where do you want to be 5 years down the line? Not just you detailing from a shop on your own, but what about actually building out an organization and having multiple shops or vans? See, that's the different type of mindset that you need to have. Not, I need to go wash my car. Okay, back to washing it. All right, and wrapping it up, I'm gonna just go ahead and bring the vehicle inside the garage. That way the water, the sun or heat, not much sun out there right now, but it doesn't dry it out. So then I'm just gonna dry it, and we're done. All right, and that's how you handle cleaning a vehicle when you don't have everything, you can't have everything. I kind of went on several tangents in this video, but this wraps it up. If you have any questions, comments, leave those as always in the comment section down below. I reply to at least 97.3% of all comments that come my way, good, bad, or the haters. So I'll see you on the next one.